Alright, y'all. So I'm gonna be showing y'all the pieces of the past quest. You can only start this quest whenever you reach level 20, and a courier will come up to you and he will give you this note, museum pamphlet. You open it up, it'll tell you about the Museum of the Mystic Dawn, and it'll tell you that it's in the Pale and Dawnstar. So it'll be right here on the docks, and you'll walk up and they will be having a conversation right here.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silus.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
And you can talk to her if you want.
I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silus comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belong to the Mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. They were outcasts. And now Silus is back, and this museum to the Mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided.
Yeah, I stopped that.
Not a student of history, I see. It's for the best. They're a group that should be forgotten. The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago.
Alright.
That museum is a mistake.
And you don't have to talk to her. I'm just doing it just to give y'all a little bit of extra dialogue from the mission.
And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside.
I mean, it didn't necessarily topple the empire. I mean, I stopped it pretty quick. Those of you who have played Oblivion, I haven't
Feel
played the
free to
remastered,
look around.
but I
Come
played
talk
the
to me
original
when you're
on
ready to
360.
discuss. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing to be proud of. And so, if you walk up to each one of these display cases, he will give you a little bit of history about that item.
Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn.
So over here,
That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself. It's said that Mankar Cameron used the book to open a portal to a paradise, where all his followers would live forever.
and if you played Oblivion, you actually go into that paradise and kill all of his people there. So,
The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Cameron.
you also kill him.
He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side.
Alright, and that's the little backstory for everything. Now you can start the quest.
Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business?
If you tell him this, a courier gave me this pamphlet, he will take the pamphlet. So if you're a collector, do not do this route because he will take it back.
A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, And the third owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked.
Alright. And you have a couple other dialogue options that you can talk to him about.
The Razor is Mehrunes Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. It's no secret that my family were once members of the mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill.
I'm guessing I killed your forefather.
They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. Good luck finding the fragments.
And that is all the dialogue and the backstory for this. I'm gonna go ahead and wait a little bit till daytime. I do have weather mods installed, so whenever it's dark, like it's dark. Like you can barely see anything. Or if like a snowstorm hits, like you're blinded. Can't see nothing. Alright, so the easiest one to get is in Morthal. You don't have to fight nobody. You know, you don't have to go through a castle or, you know, the Forsworn and all of that. So you'll go to Morthal, and he will be, I do believe he is the owner of the lumber mill. So whenever you travel here, you're gonna go all the way down. And he'll either be inside his house, or he'll be out here working on the lumber mill.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't have time to talk. Too much to do. Don't know what you're talking about, stranger. I've heard of him. My father had suspicions about his connection to the mythic Dawn. Guess they were true. I don't need this. My family wasted 8 generations keeping that razor safe from a dead cult. As far as I care, it can stay locked in my house.
Now you can either persuade him, pay him, or you can fight him. I'll try the persuasion.
I don't care, but my ancestors do. You can't have it.
I'll just pay him.
Why don't you take your coin and keep walking?
Okay.
You want to fight? You got it. Come
We'll
on.
do it the hard way.
Let's see what you're made of.
Get him. Who got you to fight?
Damn it. Why'd you have to walk into Morthal? Fine. The hilt is in the chest inside my house. Here are the keys. Take that damn thing and go.
And now you have the key to his home, and you have the key to the chest. You can just go in here and steal it. You don't have to pay him nothing. It'll be in this chest right here. Add up lock. And you could literally just take it. Alright, I want you to do that. There's another one at Hag's Rock. Or Dead Crone Rock, my bad. Hag Rock Redoubt is where you're gonna have to kind of go from. Travel upwards through the Forsworn camps. And you'll reach this up top. This one right here is probably the more difficult one to get and the longest one to get, just because of all the Forsworn you have to go through and all that. But Hag's Rock, or Dead Crone Rock, is right here. I have a mod that lets you see the roads on the map, so you can take this road down here, come down here, shoot up, and it'll lead you right here to Hag's Rock. Go through there, it'll spit you out up here. Then you go up here. Yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty big Forsworn camp. Ooh. That was a close one. I am gonna need this trophy for a different Daedric quest. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Come and face the Forsworn.
Now, if you have enemies following you behind a door, most of the time they will follow you, and they'll appear in here anyway.
Now you're mine.
Now, I don't know if you can hear that breathing, but that's a Hagraven breathing. And so, you're gonna need inside here to activate that lever to open this gate. Oh. No, 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 no. Those can be pretty deadly. Alright. There's gonna be a skill book right here in front of it. Activate that lever. Go back the way you came. Pick this lock right here to this door. Maybe. So you can pick this lock, come on down here, and that'll take you up. So you're gonna keep on going. There should be a hag.
The Forsworn will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Oh no. Oh. Now, here is the pommel stone. Normally, she is at the very top. So you come all the way up here. And there will be a couple soul gems up here. Be a word wall in the back, and there's a stone of Baron Zaya on the table right here. And the third one is at Cracked Tusk Keep, just right outside of Fall Creek. And it's pretty much, it's nothing but orcs. It's a whole fort full of orcs.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Good. Now, ain't this a surprise? Looky here. Yourselves a hero.
You'll go in here. There's a side door to it, but it has a master lock on it.
You're mine.
You'll come up here.
Looking for the blade? You want the first.
Now, you're gonna have to go down to the vault. So you'll come up here, go down here, through this door, come all the way down to the bottom. Hit this button. And you can open all these up. You can loot all these if you want. I will take that. And there should be a skill book in here. Right here. Activate these levers. If you do have a follower, there's a good chance they'll just run straight through all this. Or this one.
I have a feeling there's going to be trouble.
Yeah, and he's gonna activate all of them anyway. So just be careful with that. Got a chest right here. Alright. We need to move.
Mind the way.
I'm gonna need you to move.
Be careful.
Keep going. And here's the door to the side. Alright, now once you have all three of the pieces, you're gonna go back to Dawnstar. And you're gonna turn them all in. You can turn them in one at a time, or you can turn them all in at the same time. Just gonna go back to the museum.
What is it? Do you have one of the razor fragments?
See, and you can give them one at a time. Or if you have all three of them, you can just give them all the pieces.
All at once? You're efficient. I like that. Here's your reward. Finally, all the pieces of Mehrunes Razor are in my hands. It's time I let you in on something. There's a fourth piece, that scabbard in the display case, built to house the razor, and there's more. I know how to put all the pieces together. We just need to take them to Dagon's Shrine and contact the Lord of Change directly. Ever since I was a boy, I felt this strange sense of destiny surrounding the Mythic Dawn cult, and now I know what it is. Don't you see? Fate has led you to me and to the pieces. Dagon has to answer our call. We're so close. I'll meet you at the shrine.
Alright. And now you just head to the shrine. The shrine usually has, most of the time it does have a frost troll going up the steps. But the shrine is right here. You can come down here, take this little off-road, go up the mountain, and make it here. Or you can choose one of these roads and come up that way. Alright. This is the Lord Stone. But come this way. There's a shrine right there. And this time it was a snow bear. But normally there's a frost troll. Almost 9 out of 10 times I've done it.
Good. You're here. I'll place the pieces on the altar, and Dagon should speak to us.
I'm gonna wait till it's actually bright.
Mehrunes Dagon, the Lord of Change. We have brought your razor to you. We beg you, please, bring the blade's full glory to Tamriel again. It's not working. Why don't you give it a try? Just put your hands on the altar.
You, mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness. But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silus. He and his family have served their purpose. Kill him. Take your rightful place as my champion, or I will crush you.
Now he's gonna try and talk to you.
Wait, don't kill me. There's another way. I can take the pieces back to my museum, seal them in a display case. You get a generous amount of gold, I get to complete my collection, and nobody has to die. Fine. I'm not dying without a fight.
Alright. You can search him, take everything he has on him, and go back and talk.
I am pleased, mortal. I will give you my razor. Use it to wreak havoc on Tamriel. You have been a worthy tool. Fill the world with destruction in my name. Place your hands on my altar one last time, and you will witness the power of Mehrunes Dagon for yourself.
So then you touch it. And there will be a couple Dremora that come out and attack you.
Before you go mortal, one final challenge.
Alright. And they will have the key on them to Mehrunes Shrine. You're going to want to take that. And now you'll be able to go inside his shrine. There's going to be a couple more Daedra in here too.
The challengers!
They were a lot easier than the other two for some reason. But there's a whole bunch of loot in here that you can take. You got it in the dungeon chest. And this is not always going to be the same. But you have an enchanting book in here. You know, strong box. I mean, you have gold. Come over here. You got another chest over here. We got some more urns. Come over this way. More urns, more gold, ebony. Come up here. Got another chest. Got some moonstone, spell tome, some more gold. And that's it. That's the whole quest. I hope y'all liked it. You know, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think.